Once again, here we are. The markets are really remaining very overbought here, very elevated, and seems to be this kind of unstoppable bull markets. Nothing's going to bring it down. Now, again, we're not talking about a major correction here, but markets have to breathe, right? You've got to get this some type of relaxation in the markets at a point in time. Here's what you need to know before the bell this morning. Markets are making new highs for this year, right? That's great. Still not making new highs for the market period. So, we're still going back 2 years, still don't have record highs, but we're certainly getting there. We're very close to actually pinching a record high here. It's going to take about another, 150 points on the S&P, certainly possible. If the Fed came out today and cut rates, we'd have a 150-point day in the market. We'd be at new highs. That's not going to happen. But we're still, trying to recover all this that we lost during 2022, trying to get that back. It's been a very long road to get there, but we're slowly getting there. Here's the thing I wanted to point out to you, though, this morning is that I can't overemphasize this issue of the markets being very overbought right now. And, this is just something that happens repeatedly over time. And we see this often as, I got an email yesterday, great comment. It's this market is just, nothing's going to stop this market. It's unstoppable. And it certainly feels that way at times. In fact, back in June, July, I wrote an article talking about how to trade an unstoppable market because that's the way it felt back then. Markets had gotten very overbought at that point on multiple levels. And again, it took a bit of time. The markets it stayed overbought for a lot longer period than logically you think it would. But eventually, it gave way to that overbought condition. And again, once again, here we are. The markets are really remaining very overbought here, very elevated, and seems to be this kind of unstoppable bull markets. Nothing's going to bring it down. Now, again, we're not talking about a major correction here, but markets have to breathe, right? You've got to get this some type of relaxation in the markets at a point in time to do that. But again, we just have to look at the market itself and just go back in time. Every time the market has been as overbought as it is now, right? You've had an eventual correction. Sometimes it comes sooner. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, like at the peak of the market in January of 2022. Took a little bit longer to get there. But every time that you get there, you're going to have at least some type of relaxation. Now, in a bull market, those relaxations are smaller than they are during a bear market. So when markets get overbought in a bear market, the drawdowns are larger. In a bull market, they're not as deep. You get 3 to 5% versus 5 to 10%. But again, the point is that as investors, it's very tempting right now to go jump into the markets because there's nothing going to stop the markets. I'm missing out. I got to get in. I get it. But this is where the markets really kind of lure you in to doing the wrong thing. So at this point, if you're not in the market, you want to be in, I would just be patient here. Just let the markets come back to you a bit. They'll do that. You'll have an opportunity to put that money to work at a little bit better price. We're holding a little bit of extra cash just for that reason, right? So we have exposure to the markets. They're doing fine. But if we could get a little bit of a pullback, there's some things that we would like to buy at a little bit better price. And it really doesn't matter kind of what you look at right now. Everything is pretty much overbought on one metric or another, whether it's technology stocks, the energy stocks, whatever they are. If you look at a lot of different positions, they're overbought. So just those really popular stocks that people are wanting to get into, the things you hear about on CNBC, they're overbought. Give them a chance to come back to you. Find that entry point that gives you a little bit better risk reward on those entries. Okay, that's what you need to know before the bell this morning.